Hello there, Gemini, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your 2022 tarot reading. So happy New Year. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, so let's get into your reading. We're going to do a Soul Traveler's Oracle card. This is for the overall energy for the year. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing and overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. I'm really getting a sense that not that there's going to be a lot of obstacles on your path this year, because you do have this smooth sailing, but it's this energy of you have the smooth sailing because of what you've been through in the past. You understand, you have this confidence that you know that you can overcome anything, right? And so it's kind of like if there's a little bump in the road, it's kind of like not a big deal. Whereas in the past, there could have been, sometimes we get, we have one obstacle after another, and then we get kind of like caught up in the obstacles in our life, the drama of it all. And it's kind of like, you're kind of like, not a problem. I've been through so much. I know that I can handle this. And because of that confidence, you just keep rolling right through it. So let's take a look at your career. Transformation and true love. This is a sense. This is for your career sector for the year. That you're stepping into loving yourself, like looking at your gifts, your talents, what you have to offer to the world, what you can create, your purpose, stepping into that, loving it, and then transforming your life and your work because of that. It's, I really get a sense that you're going to have a major shift in your career this year, perhaps into more of an entrepreneur, perhaps even more of a spiritual business. Doesn't have to be, but it's this sense of creating for the universe more than just focusing on making money. And because of that, I feel like you're also going to come into a lot of abundance and joy. Look at this, discovery underneath. Like, I really get a sense that you are going to discover something new in your career sector. It could be about yourself, like a new gift, a new talent, even maybe a spiritual gift that you did not recognize that you had before, that's going to completely transform your life and the way that you work. Really, I've done, I think this is my eighth or ninth reading for 2022. All the other signs, there's nothing like this. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, Gemini, is that I get a sense that this is an energy of really going in a new direction in your life. And it's led by this new direction in your career. And if you're concerned about any obstacles, there are no obstacles that you can't overcome. You're going to have this flow, this flow of stepping into this energy and then having this flow of abundance. I just have this sense of abundance and joy coming into your life. Okay, so for your romantic love connections, we have imagine and higher power. Once again, very spiritual sense here, like a true soul connection. And Gemini, I'm really feeling like you almost can sense this person coming into your life, or this sense that there's somebody on your path. You may not know that person yet, but this sense of just knowing, like there's no anxiety about your romantic love life. Like, you may want a connection in your life, but there's like no anxiety about it. I have this really calm and peaceful, because that there is somebody on your path. So it's kind of like, they may even be visiting you in the dream world in some way. This is a very spiritual, soulful connection. Really interesting energy there. I almost kind of wonder if this person isn't going to help you with your career in some way, or I don't want to say help you with your career, not like that, but it's kind of like help you to open up to perhaps your spiritual gifts, or reconnecting with your gifts or your talents, your creativity. Like, I feel like they may help to open you up to that so that you do make a transformation in your career sector. Okay, so let's see. Let's get some details on this. Really nice energy to begin. So we're going to pull 4 animal spirit cards, one for each of the 4 quarters. So January, February, March, April, May, and June, and July, August, and September, October, November, and December. So we'll pull a card for each of those quarters, and then we'll come back and we'll clarify with the tarot. So I'm just going to pull these. For some reason, they're asking me to do this a little differently than I have done in the other readings. So I'm going to go with what I'm being asked to do. Nice. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Mouse spirit, tend to small things. Overall, underlying, nothing is wasted. There's details. There's details that you need to be taking a look at this year. Gemini, you can be a dreamer, and dreaming big is good. But you also need to tend to the small things, the details. Like specifically looking at the steps that you may need to take, or I'm getting even like, keeping better accounting records, or looking at the details of your finances a little bit more. Not like that I feel like there's something bad, but it's as if by tuning into the details, you get a better idea of the bigger picture. It's whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life, or in your career. It's almost like too lofty. It's up here, and it's by coming down and thinking about like the business plan or the details of how you're going to make this lofty goal helps you to make the connection and to attain that. And the message I'm getting from Spirit is that they're trying to help you through this. It could be even like habits, like getting into a daily routine that helps to put you on to this path of true success. I really feel like you have something lofty that you are going to accomplish this year. And the key is to look at the details. And that can be difficult, Gemini, sometimes for your sign, is to look at the details. This is kind of like a Virgo, even maybe a little bit of a Libra energy that I'm getting here. Like looking at what you would consider maybe the minutia, but by looking at that, you're going to gain some insight that's going to help you to attain. Now, the very first card that we have coming out for the first quarter is sometimes life stings. This could be residual from 2021, but it's this energy of things may not be exactly the way that you want them. And it could be that it's not because of your own doing in a way. It's almost like somebody stings you. Things don't happen the way that you want them to at the beginning of the year. But that puts you onto a path. And I think that that's where these details come in. It's like something may have slipped by you because you were not looking at the details. Something may have slipped by you. It's kind of this sense of there's an obstacle that comes on your way, but you're going to overcome it. So don't worry about that. But the lesson to be learned is to learn from the past. It's kind of like you have this little hiccup at the beginning of the year. Excuse me. You have this little hiccup at the beginning of the year. Isn't that interesting? I was hiccuping. You have this little hiccup at the beginning of the year, and it's this energy of, wow, okay, I let that get by me, like maybe there's a bill you don't pay and then you get hit with a penalty or something like that. I feel like it's financial, okay? But you recover from it, you learn from the past, and you change the way that there is this transformation. It's like you change the way you go at it. I feel like you're coming a little bit more down to earth, like your lofty dream is up here, but once again it's kind of like this situation occurs so that you do kind of like bring it back down to earth a little bit, get a little bit more realistic. And then it's like, because of that, these habits or this new way of looking at this business, creative project, your career, this new way that you look at it, this transformation that you make, you can be more loyal to your lofty goal. It's like you have to get both sectors in balance. I feel like they're kind of like out of kilter. And then you come into this ant spirit, time to collaborate, time to work with others. You may have been trying to go it yourself, go it alone. Oh, I can do it. I don't have to have other people helping me. But that is part of this transformation. I feel like you are going to hit some main lofty goals, some milestones, some huge success. Perhaps like in the, June, July, August, that type of area, like halfway through the year. And you're going to quickly recognize that in order to keep this goal, this dream of yours alive, you are going to have to work with others. You can't do it by yourself. And I think it's going to relate back to this hiccup that you had at the beginning of the year. It's kind of like this sense of, well, I thought I could do it all. I thought I could keep the books and I could, answer all the emails and I could create all these projects or whatever. And then you have a hiccup that lets you realize, I can't do this all by myself and also, reach this lofty goal. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's kind of like one of the lessons I think you learn is that you do need a team around you to attain whatever this is. Okay, so let's go to the tarot and get some more details. Yeah, so with the wasp stings, and it is kind of interesting because I was kind of feeling like this could be 2021. Look at this, we have the star. Even if it happens at the beginning of 2022, you recover very quickly and thoroughly. So you heal from this situation. Like, for some of you, I kind of also wonder if you might not have love interest, and we are going to clarify these, a love interest that kind of comes around at, the beginning of the year, maybe even in December of 2021. And it's going to help to heal, a broken heart from the past, the sting of, something not working out. Okay, so let's see the elephant spirit, 7 of Wands. Yeah. Understanding that the things that have happened in the past, those stings from the past, you're getting on top of them. You found your strength. I love the 7 of Wands in this because it's like the strong man pulling back the bars of the cage. It's this sense of I can overcome anything. There are no obstacles that I don't have enough strength to overcome. I've been through so much. And, the strong man, can easily pull back the bars. And that's where what you have been through brings you the strength so that nothing is stopping you. That's the message I'm getting. You know, that you have, even when you're kind of like, oh, this is like throwing me for a little bit. Look at this Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. I got a glance of that, so I am mentioning that. I do feel like this is a very profitable, prosperous year for you. Yeah. Okay, dog spirit. Be loyal to, be loyal to what you love. And look at the Hierophant. I'm laughing. Hierophant is the wedding card. It's being loyal to yourself, to your beliefs, perhaps to a true love in your life. You know, it's looking at what you really love in your life, your work, your passions, your creativity, the people in your life, your home, yourself. And it's being loyal to that. It's understanding. It's this sense of, yeah, I'm getting a sense of home too, you know, that you can be really comfortable. You're super comfortable with yourself and the people that are in your life. Kind of like, you know, even though this dog doesn't have, I got the vision of, you know, slippers, old slippers. Kind of this sense of, you know, these people in my life are, so I feel so comfortable. I can be who I am around them. I can be my authentic self. And they love me for who I am. And, you know, okay, Wheel of Fortune again. Interesting. Prosperous year for you. Way to go, Gemini. Way to go. Okay, so let's see what this ant spirit is. Knight of Swords. Going after what you want. Four of Swords. Nice healing energy there. Three of Cups. Three of Swords. Healing something that, you know, could have been a third-party situation. We have Three of Cups and Three of Swords. Healing something that was toxic. You see it clearly for what it is. You're bringing balance into your life. You know, and intuitively, you knew that this was always going to happen. Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to say Six of Cups under that. I do get the sense that there could be somebody returning from the past. It could be a love partner, but it also could just be somebody, you know, like a family or friend connection that, you know, you've kind of gone your separate ways. There is this sense that you had to, I'm getting this message that you had to part ways with that person in order to go on this spiritual journey, in order to come into your own independence. That situation was somewhat toxic or codependent. You had to separate. The divine interacted and separated you, as painful as that may have been, so that you could build your own independence and create whatever this is that you're creating. And so it could be that now is a time where you can heal, you know, this situation from the past. We have time to collaborate. And Knight of Swords for the fourth quarter, this sense of working with others, perhaps working with this person coming back from the past. The Knight of Swords is a determined energy going forth very strongly for what it is that you want. Really nice. Okay, so let's clarify. Interesting reading because let's see what we have here with this star. There's that Knight of Swords again. Yeah, Ten of Wands, putting down the burdens of the past, understanding that it's time for you to go a new way. You may have been almost like holding on hope for a situation to reconcile, and now you're like, I can't wait any longer. I need to make a decision. I need to go my way, and putting it out to the divine. That if there's supposed to be a reconciliation, that you understand that person will come back around when the time is right. But for now, you have to walk a path. And I feel like you are walking a path, perhaps by yourself, being determined to walk your path and to try to find true love, to overcome, to look for love in your life, in all areas of your life, in friendships, in what you do for a living, in romance. It's kind of like, I have to walk this path. I have to go find something that really brings me true love and joy. It's a sense of I'm determined. I have to do this for me. I have to do this for almost as a sense of I have to do this. I'm getting the sense of I have to do this for the collective. Okay, the sense is that the message that I'm getting is that by going on this path and recognizing that you have to put down the burdens of something in the past, that you're healing your heart truly, and that you're shining your light. You're stepping into your light, and by stepping into your light and loving yourself and loving the path that you're on, you are spreading that love and joy to others. That's part of your mission here, and to help others to have hope when life gives you a sting, that, there is true healing that follows. There is a silver lining to every dark cloud. And that's almost like the message that you're sending out. And even if you don't think that you're verbalizing those words, it's as if you are inspirational to others just by the way that you're living your life, even when life has given you a sting. And I really feel like this is something from the past, that you are healing it, and there's others that are looking at you and really being inspired by how you have handled yourself in this situation. That you're walking your path. You're willing to walk away from some people, some situations that you may have loved in the past in order to fulfill your soul's mission. It's a very kind of a spiritual reading here. Much more so than the other readings that I did for the other zodiac signs. So to me, I don't know why. They keep pointing that out to me. I feel like, in a way, Gemini, I know that we were getting these messages towards the end of 2021, that you are kind of coming into a strong spiritual path, that you may have a mission or something, but I feel like that since I haven't really gotten that from any of the other signs that I've already done, I feel like you're stepping into a leadership role. And it's not so much what you say, although you are great communicators. It's not so much what you say, it's how you live your life. And that is what you are doing. You are living your spiritual journey. You are living your spiritual lessons that you have already mastered. You are living them. And by that, you are spreading light and love to the world. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Yes, I'm also getting the message that is one of the reasons why you are in the flow, is that you are recognizing that the divine is with you. Your deceased loved ones, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels are all with you. They're guiding you. They're intuitively helping you on this journey. And that's why you also have this extra, almost like confidence that there's no obstacle, no, there's no obstacle I can't overcome, So let's see what we have here in the second quarter. That's quite the beginning of a year that you have. Yeah, lots of decisions. You may be a little anxious about this. I think that's why they keep coming back to, this message that there are no obstacles. You can overcome anything. Okay? I feel like you're going to have this moment where I feel like you may sense that you have to walk away from others. You're anxious about that you have to walk away from others. But it's only for a short time, because at the end of the year, we see you working again with others. You may actually be almost moving. I feel like some of you are moving. You may be on a search for your soul tribe. It's like the people in your life, it's not like chaos and conflict and a lot of heartache. It's kind of like, I have to walk this path. There's something else I need to do. There's people that you need to meet, and these people are your soul tribe. You're having a hard time. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. It's your soul is calling you. You've been on this journey for a while, and it's kind of like you understand that you've almost, the sense I'm getting is that you've outgrown the cage that you're in. Okay? And that's the reason the strong man is pulling the bars back. It's this sense, and we have the Seven of Wands on the bottom again too. It's this sense of, usually this is a card of overcoming things, getting on top of things. The message I'm getting here is that you've outgrown your cage. Okay? Like, you've been caged in. The people, the situations in your life have caged you in. You've outgrown your cage. It's kind of like, like when I got Maggie and they're a puppy, you get a little crate, right? And then they kind of outgrow that crate, and you have to get a bigger crate if you want to keep them crated. It's like you have outgrown the people, the situations that are in your life. And that is part of this transformation. That is part of walking away. It's not, once again, it's not out of chaos and conflict. You're walking away very slowly, but you're walking away because you're progressing. There's more for you to see, to experience, to communicate to a much bigger, maybe more global audience. Okay, so with the third quarter, wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Something has ended. Now let's see what's under here. Page of Wands, Six of Wands, King of Wands, Strength card. Okay, third quarter. I really feel like you do walk away in the first half. I get the sense some of you may be moving. I usually have the Six of Swords to indicate that. I don't. I just have this, and I think this is almost like telling me that too, the smooth sailing. This is kind of the Six of Swords energy. You're walking away in search of, I think, a soul partner. I think a soul partner definitely comes into your path. You're closing out this chapter from the past. You're closing that out, and somebody is coming in to offer you love. It's a celebratory type of love. An energy of, wow, I have waited my entire life for you. It's that type of energy. And you come into this energy when you really do walk away from whatever stung you in the past. You've healed from it. You're understanding that came onto your path for a specific reason. There was a lesson that you had to learn. The independence, the freedom is really eliminating toxic relationships, codependency. And now you're ready to leave that world completely behind and step into this true love, this, perhaps a long-term committed relationship, maybe marriage. Definitely this sense of somebody that's going to be loyal. I'm getting a sense that this sting from the past was somebody that may have betrayed you, was not loyal to you. There could have been more than one person. You could have felt like there were a lot of people in your life that were just stinging you in one way or another. And now you're coming into, I feel like, a real, true love, romantic connection, but also a group of people that are loyal to you and that you're loyal back to. Wow, it's finding your soul tribe. I really do feel like this is the year that you find people, if you have felt like you're not fitting in anymore with the people that are surrounding you, whether that's family, friends, coworkers, you're kind of like, I don't think I fit in anymore, right? You feel kind of uncomfortable in your skin when you're around them. You feel like you have to almost be a chameleon and fit into them, right? And there's not been any conflict or anything. You just feel kind of out of place. Well, that's because you are stepping into this energy of going off to meet people that are more aligned with you and your mission and why you are here. Oh, such lovely energy. Yeah. Three of Wands, you're putting the expectation out there to the universe. You may be even saying, I'm looking for a true love. I'm looking for relationships. I'm looking for a career that really is more in alignment with who I am becoming, of why I am here. And your ships are coming in. You've been waiting for a while, but by the end of the year, look at this. You know, the Queen of Cups, just loving everything about your life, loving yourself, listening to your wisdom, your inner wisdom, going within for those answers. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive, taking action, being really inspired by, what you have overcome, what you have done, and then going out, working with others to spread this. You may even be like creating, I want to say like, almost like online classes, webinars, something about helping others to transform. The transformation that you have gone through with your healing, I think may come into play with some career change that you may want to do. Say you had some type of accident or something and you broke a bone or a couple of bones, and it was really kind of traumatic for you, and you had to go to a lot of physical therapy and stuff. And through that process, you gained knowledge about how healing the body, is part of healing the spirit. And you may even be going back to school in order to become like a physical therapist. Or the same thing, like, whenever you got stung by somebody else, betrayal, you may have gone to a therapist or a counselor, something like that. And now you want to also kind of become a therapist or a counselor or something in that line in order to help others. It's like whatever the sting was in the past, it transforms to become your new career. What you're recognizing is that sting was put on your path in order to put you closer into your mission of why you are here. You transform that pain into love and light for others. And part of that is just the way that you are handling yourself through it, how inspiring you have been to those that are around you. And now I feel like you're taking it to, you've outgrown the cage, you're taking that, those lessons, that wisdom, and spreading it to more and more people. Wow, really nice. Okay, so let's see. This is your universe advice. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And that is, the mouse spirit. Okay, this is about setting your intentions, perhaps setting daily intentions of what you are going to do that day in order to hit this lofty goal. I would say, perhaps in December, between the eclipses and the full moon in Gemini, right? You may have got some intuitive downloads. You may have gotten some spiritual downloads, especially in your dream state. You may have felt very sleepy, and when you were sleeping, you were getting downloads. You were getting some information about the next step that you are going to take on your path. And it's about setting the intentions so that you can, it's almost like this is almost like you're visualizing it in your head, but it's almost like you have to draw it out to make it more real, like a vision board. I think what you're going to attain this year is just so big it's almost as if you cannot, you can't totally visualize it. And that's why Spirit is asking you, to set your energy and your intentions, your focus on this goal. Because by doing that, you are going to eliminate any fear, right? And that'll help you overcome any obstacles that you have on your path. Really, very interesting. What passion am I ready to pursue? Oh my goodness, this is your soul truth card. Yeah, there's something inside of you. There is a passion, and I really feel like for a lot of you, go back to a sting that has happened in the past. It could have been in 2021. It could have been even before that. Some sting is that you have healed, that you have worked through, is part of what your next path journey is about. Okay, so I'm going to read the back to you and then I'll flip it over so you can see it. Your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive in you? Write a list of the passions to which you want to give life right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Right? Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. Angels, thank you. I mean, I feel like this card just kind of completely brings this all together. Is that you have these passions inside of you that are leading you to this lofty goal. It could be something that you hid because, somebody hurt your heart somewhere in the past, told you couldn't do that, or told you, who do you think you are that you think you can accomplish that? There was a sting and you put it to the side. You let this dream die. And now this dream is wanting to come back out. It's almost as if in the past when this sting happened, it was on your divine path, because what had to happen was that person had to say something to you. It wasn't the time yet. I feel like you are leaders. You are the first to go down this path, whatever this is. And the divine was perhaps putting this to the side for just a little bit. But now it's coming in, and it's about journaling. It's about listening to your intuition, and it's about bringing that dream back into reality. Gemini, big year. I hope that you allow me to be part of your journey. I hope to see you a lot in 2022. If you did resonate, I would love to hear in the comments how this resonates with you. I do wish so much love, happiness, joy to you in 2022. Happy New Year, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.